Welcome to episode number 11 of the Theme Park Tycoon 2 series. In today's episode, we are going to continue the racing land, the one that we started building last episode, and we're going to create a huge roller coaster and connect this path. So let's get right into it by first connecting this path, guys. So yeah, we're getting right into it, guys. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And yeah, let's connect this path. So we're going to start it right here. And here's the plane ride we're going to open this episode, So yeah, sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and let's have some fun in this episode. So yeah, we're going to create a big roller coaster after I connect this path. And yeah. So almost there. And this coaster is going to have lots of twists and turns. And boom, that's the entire path for this land. And also, if you haven't noticed, let me just go over there real quick. So yeah, we're passing the go-kart ride that we built yesterday. I sort of already pre-opened it. Look. Look at Abigail on the race cars, or the go-karts, whatever you want to call it. Look at that. So yeah, it's just super fun to watch them ride on the go-karts. I opened it already, so like, they're already having a good time. Woohoo. Alright, let's see if we can join the race. Hang on. Look, you can drive the go-karts. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're just going to ride the go-karts because it's super fun just to ride the go-karts. And I also added street lamps for whenever you're racing at night, you can still like see. It's pretty cool. There's also trees. It looks nice. And you're right beside the wooden coaster that we built in episode 8. And there's the silver single rail coaster that we built in episode 9. And this we built last episode, so yeah. We also added some supports for this path over here. Looks pretty cool. And there's some trees with some rocks. Let's see if we can finish. Ooh, that was a good turn. Yay. And there's Abigail. Did you have a fun ride, Abigail? Let's see if she did. And it looks like she had fun. Nice. Alright, guys. Now it's time to build the racing roller coaster, guys. This is just going to be a coaster themed to racing. Like a roller, like we're going to build a coaster. So, yeah. And I already found out what coaster I want to use. It's going to be the, where is it? Extreme launch coaster. Even though this coaster won't have a launch, we're still going to make it really cool. Where should we put the entrance? That's the real question. Let's make it elevated. Let's see how that would look. So this would be our station. You know, hang on. I think we can make this work. I got this. Trust me. Let's see if we can create a full... that won't work. Alright. Now we do snap to grid. And look at that, we have a nice little turn. We'll have a little straightaway and into the lift hill, if I can find the lift hill. There it is. And it's just going to go up. There's about good. Actually, one more. There we go. And we also have a lot of money. Like $139,000. We almost have 140. Wait for it. Almost 140K. And almost there. Almost there. We're at 139,900. Hey, there it is, 140,000. So we have $140,000 to spend on this awesome coaster. Oh my gosh, look at all the go-karts down there. Look, they're all racing. That is so cool. Cameron's in the lead. So cool. They love the go-kart ride. It's a very cool ride. I'm glad I opened that up. It's so fun. But at the end of this episode, everything will be open. The entire land will be opened. And yeah. Let's continue the rest of the coaster. So it's going to go down slightly. No, not a big drop. We're going to have a nice bank turn. And looking like this. And then it's going to have a little bit of a steep drop, curving towards the left, kind of going along the go-kart track. And we're going to make it quite a long coaster. But this is just kind of going to be the plot of it. We're actually going to make the drop around there. There we go. That looks nice. All right. And then we're going to go around the wooden coaster. Let's make it also somewhat realistic. This is looking awesome so far. We can go... Oh, it's also going to go a little bit over the family inverted coaster that we built a few episodes back. Pretty sure you guys remember it. And also, it's going to go into the helix of the wooden coaster. Man, there's a lot of coasters in this park. actually, there's a big opening right there. So what if we take the coaster inside of there? Yes! Like that. Let's just raise it a little. And then it's gonna go... Oh, look at the wooden coaster right there. Look. That's so cool. And all the coasters I build are so cool. I just love watching all of them. And riding them, too. Such a cool experience. And then we're gonna go like this. Hang on. We're actually gonna go like this. Perfect. So we can get a little bit of a bank turn. And I don't think I'm gonna include any loops on this coaster. It's just gonna be like a kind of like a racetrack feel, like it's just a bunch of twists and turns through like a track. Kind of like the go-kart track, but a roller coaster. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments if you know what I mean. And yeah, it's going great. Let's actually add a little bit of airtime hill right there, like make it a little hilly. And then it's just going to cut back. And also, when we finish the coaster, this is not the only thing we're doing. We're going to decorate the land, add stalls and everything. This coaster won't be the only thing here. Obviously, we have the go-kart track, duh. So yeah, I think... Oh my gosh, look, the go-karts are coming. Look at them. They're over there. Meow. So cool. So yeah, what I think I'll have them do is like let the coaster ride across like with the go-karts. So we can have like a little bit of dueling action. That'll be cool. Like that. Uh-oh. Alright, we're also going to give it a test ride, too. Oh, no. Hang on, I have another idea. What if we make it go upwards? So we continue with the kind of like a dueling idea. Alright, and then we'll do a little turnaround. Going into towards the brake run. Probably add a final helix. And then that'll be the end of the coaster. Let's flatten it out. And also, let's give it a test. Let's see how it goes. Because this is looking beautiful so far. So, let's give it a test. If we can get up there, that is. Hang on, I have an idea on how we can get up there. Boom. Little staircase. Alright, let's see if it works. Here we go on the first test ride. I mean, look at our park right now. It is full of roller coasters. This one really adds to the lineup. So we're taking a front row seat. And we're about to go down. Whee! Alright, it's working right now. There we go, we're speeding up. Nice. And now, we build the final helix. All right. Then we'll do a helix right over here. All right. All right. The helix is almost done. It's kind of like a tight helix. Or actually, let's... We can move that tree. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we flatten it out. And then the brakes. Boom, look at that. Look at this coaster we have made here. Alright guys, we have finished the coaster, so now it's time to take a testing phase. We're in the second row right now, so let's change the camera. Let's do this. Alright, here we go guys. It is time for a test run. So here we go guys, enjoy the ride. Look at the go-kart track down there. Whee! Through the helix. And that's the end of the ride. So yeah, it works. That's nice. So now all we have to do is create a queue. So let's do that. So first things first, we're going to create a little bit of a support for the station. This helps for a sense of realism and also looks really cool. And also I really want to do another grandstand area. But I kind of used that space up for the helix, which I was going to put another grandstand area here last episode. So where should we put... I mean... I think we could put like a bench area right here. That'll be nice. So we can have a grandstands right here, more benches over here. So it could be like a little watching area. I think that'll look very, very nice. So we're gonna make some stairs. Hang on. So air. And now for a Q path. So let's build an entrance. Let's close the ride, build an entrance. And build an exit. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, perfect. I'm going to try to make this as realistic as possible. Oh no. Alright, perfect. And now, for the Q path. And yeah, the Q path will be cool. So let's get working on it. Q path, Q path. Q paths. Don't know why it took me so long. So we're going to do concrete. Hence the paths for this slant. All right, and now we make a zigzag. Actually, we can extend it. And then, like that. And then we're going to do stairs for the exit. So yeah, basically, just to make it look a little realistic. Beautiful. Look at this, guys. So here's the entrance queue. We could put in some trees. Let's also move this tree that I said we're going to move. Where should we move it? I think we should move it right here. Nice. So it's no longer under the coaster. We can also put some more trees over here. Rotate this for a sense of realism. And add a tree here. Nice! Check this out, guys. It looks like an actual roller coaster. Let's also add okay, a bit of tall trees. And maybe rotate this one just for realism. You know what I mean? So yeah, that looks very cool actually. Perfect. So yeah, let me know in the comments below how good of a station is this. All right. Now for the fences. We're going to use glass fence. because it looks all like modern and stuff. Oop. There we go. And then we're going to color the coaster next. So, yeah, let's get this cue done so we can do the amazing coaster. The coaster. Coaster. All right. Okay. And now for this, we're just going to place it. Oh no. Okay. So, oh wait, there's a fence here, so I think we should take out this one so we can support both. Yeah. Yeah, that would work. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I like that. That looks nice. All right, look at that, guys. Oh no, I forgot one. I forgot a piece of the fence. There we go. Look at that, guys. Check it out. And we'll need a tree right here. Look at that. It looks nice. I like it. So yeah, now it's time to color the coaster. I think it's going to go with the... I think I'm going to do light gray. Like about this gray. Let's see how that would look. And then the supports will be blue. That looks nice. And then we make the supports like a navy blue. So give it a second. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. All right, so now let's color the train. All right, guys, I have finished coloring the train for the coaster. It is basically the same colors as the track and the supports, the coaster. So here is the train. It is light gray and navy blue. Almost looks like a white, but it is light gray and navy blue. So yeah, it looks really awesome. I like it very much. Now let's keep going with this amazing episode. Let's do it. Alright guys, I have gotten half of the fencing done. Now it's time to do the other half. But also before I do that, check out this nice roof I added to the station along with lights. Now the station is finally complete. Look at it, it's so cool. Looks like a real station. Alright, without further ado, let's do the next half of the fencing for this land. Alright guys, the entire land is now finished and is all now complete. Look at the roller coaster go. Look at it, it's so cool. But yeah guys, the entire land is now complete. I built the plane ride and changed the color a bit slightly. It's now it's like bright red and bright blue. I actually want to put some rocks in here. That'll be cool. Like right here. So let's go into scenery. Keep scrolling until we find the rocks. There we go. We'll put one here, and one here. Rotate it slightly, because why not? So yeah, guys, the entire thing. Okay, fine. We'll put one more here. Actually, we'll put a tree here so we can have half and half. There we go. Now the entire land is done, guys. Wow. Look at it. It looks beautiful. We have stalls. And over here, the restrooms are all modern. Look at that modern look. I love it very much. The roller coaster is awesome. I extended it slightly, so I actually want to take one last ride before we open the entire park. So we're going to take one last ride. So, yeah, once again, check out this station. Definitely one of my best station builds. With a canopy and everything. It looks so cool. Like the canopy roof thing, it looks awesome. I love it. Anyways, yeah, here comes the train. Let's get a front row seat. Alright, guys, enjoy the ride on our brand new racing coaster we're about to open up. We're going up the hill, taking a front row seat. Alright, guys, enjoy the ride. Look at all the other coasters over there. Whee! There's the single rail coaster. And this is the part I extended. That was the part right there. Going through the helix. And that's the end. Alright, guys. Now it's time to open the ride. And now, we are now going to take down the fence over here and on the other side. So now, let's do it, guys. In 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh, I accidentally. Hang on. And now, the land is now open for business. The racing land is now open, guys. Look at this. This is amazing. Definitely one of my best projects so far. And over here, we're definitely going to expand more back into the park. So we're going to build even more stuff coming soon to this series. Alright, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see next in the comment section below. This was a super fun project to build and definitely one of my favorites. This land includes 3 amazing rides. We have the go-karts, the plane racers, and we have the roller coaster. Definitely the e-ticket for this land. Alright, guys. That's going to conclude it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out, guys. Bye. Subscribe. Bye.